Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the State League Show. My name's Big Sexy. This is Lil Singy, a.k.a. Brendan Singh, a.k.a. Singy. How are you, mate? Good to be back?
Yeah, good to be back. I didn't know we were sticking with Little Singy, but it appears it is
definitely trying to make it a thing.
Yeah. No, that's good to know.
Yeah.
But happy to be back. Good first couple of episodes and getting closer to the season, so it's all exciting in the baseball community.
The season is right around the corner. It's pretty exciting. Obviously, we've got the Gala Round coming up, and that's going to be the big focus of today's episode. We're going to talk about all about that. But before we get into that, we've got some feedback as well coming through the YouTube. But before all of that, the YouTube. I sound like
what are you, 80?
I might be. Some days I do feel it. Yeah. But I do have a little something for you.
Okay.
I want you to see something pretty cool. This right here is a big sexy drink bottle with the alternate State League logo on there.
Yeah,
so huge thanks to our shout out. Huge thanks to one of our supporters, Hydration Station. This is a Fridgy drink bottle so Fridgy's basically it's a WA brand. And for me, it's like I've had Yetis before. It feels exactly like a Yeti.
All right.
So Hydration Station have gone and put our logo on there, and they've given me a drink bottle. So that's great. I'll take all of the sponsorship, and congrats to me. So
it'll be flooding in.
That's pretty exciting. No, I'm joking, mate. I do also have one here for you with Singy on there.
Look at that.
Little State League logo Singy show. So there you go, mate. Congratulations.
Appreciate that.
Put a bit of water in there for you too, because I know I knew you get thirsty.
Well, I did have a few beers last night, so appreciate the thinking ahead. No, that's good quality right there, mate. Cracking the Yeti market, eh?
Yeah, well,
nice.
Hey, keeps it cold, and of course, so if you guys are interested, I mean, coming up into summer, you're gonna need a drink bottle. If you want to get yourself your club logo, if you want to get it customized, all the colors and all of that, go and check out Hydration Station on our Instagram. We'll put a little link up there to them, so it's pretty cool. And those guys have hooked us up pretty hardcore, so we appreciate that. So yeah, pretty huge news there for the show. We've got a little sponsor, and that's all we get out of a couple of drink bottles.
That's right, mate.
But hey, if people want to go and get their club logo on it, or
be cool to see a few of those around the league this year.
There's a chance.
Definitely.
Hey, they support us. Go and support them. Hydration Station. Pretty cool. So there you go. You got yourself a look at you. Hughesy's going to be pissed at you.
What is this?
You've got the Big League Chew shirt.
That's it.
And now you've got a Hydration Station bottle. Mm-hmm. Jesus, poor Hughesy.
He's getting some love.
16-23. We have to thank them, of course. Their summer camp's coming up. They've got the women's camp as well at 16-23 Baseball. Go and check it out on their Instagram or on the website. Plenty of exciting things happening there. So, of course, we're pumping it up for TK, not so much Hughesy.
TK.
So, he's definitely going to be upset with us.
Oh, he'll find something to be upset about, won't he?
Come on, we love him. We love him. Hey, I love you, Hughesy. So, let's get into the feedback, because I tell you what, after the first couple of minutes of this episode, there's going to be some feedback. But let's get into the feedback from the last episode. Someone on YouTube actually said to us, happy to be wrong, but was under the impression that points counted separately for when someone pitches and hits, two-way guys doing both in a game double up. So from our understanding, and we've sort of tried to check around a bit, and Singy, when I say we, it's predominantly Singy, and of course we've, Singy's gone and reread the rules. It doesn't look like that's the case, hey? It does not look.
To me, the way it reads, it's points per player.
Yeah.
I can understand where there is a little bit of confusion where they might have got that from, but, to have a further think about that, like if you were to have an injury and somebody switch from second base to shortstop, you shouldn't incur their points twice because they've changed position. So the same thing with, I think the example we used was Jake Bowie, maybe going from first base to then closing out the game. He's not going to be
in the lineup.
Yeah, he's not going to be counted twice. He's counted once.
So imagine if Bowie goes first base, plays third base, catches, and pitcher. That's how many points is he? 5 times six times what? How many positions? No, it's not that. So, but it is a good point. Like as I read it, I went, "Oh, that's fair. I can see where you've come with that." But
and we talked about this, that there would be, it'll take a few weeks, few rounds to get used to the whole system. But on that one, it's points per player. points per player in the lineup, not per position they play.
Yeah, good question though. Yeah, keep it coming.
And now's the time to be asking them, not
we don't
in
want
round 5 when you think you've got your points, on top of your points. So, good time to be asking these questions.
I appreciate it. So thanks heaps for shouting it out. I can't quite read your name. It looks like a long one. So, and I am trying to read it from halfway across the room. But so there you go. So that's pretty cool. Gala round. It's coming up. It's the big weekend.
It is.
It's a bit of fun. I got to experience my first one last year, just not playing obviously, but watching the boys all out at the ballpark. A couple of games for each team. Wow, it's a pretty exciting weekend. It's all about obviously getting everyone together, going out and celebrating baseball. I mean, the weekend games are going to be pretty big. There's a lot of teams playing there then, but it basically kicks off on, what was it, Wednesday? Yeah,
Wednesday evening, yeah.
So we've got the first game at 7 o'clock Wednesday evening. It's going to be Rockingham Rams, Singy's pick to click, and South Perth at 7 p.m. Talk to me. What are we expecting there?
Yeah, well, I can't exactly last episode say Rocco's my pick to click, and then
say South's going to come out and roll them.
South's are going to roll them in round 1. I think it's going to be exciting. It's always exciting when the season comes around, and this gala weekend, it's a cool initiative. Each team gets 2 games in the weekend, both 7 innings, so they can sneak up on you pretty quick. I remember last year we were like, you play it, and all of a sudden we've only got 2 innings left, and so you got to come ready.
Even
to
the
go.
Wednesday games are 7-inning games.
That's my understanding.
All weekend. I guess so. You got it.
So, but then from a South Perth and Rocco perspective, I am going to stick with Rocco there, but it's going to be exciting to see some new faces in lineups. We talk about imports. I know South Perth have got new leadership. They've got the player coach import. So it'd be interesting to see what he's about and the way he goes about things. I understand he's a catcher, so kind of a good spot for a leader to be. He can see everything in front of him. And then, Rocco mentioned some names. I'm hoping that, Nicoletto that we mentioned, hoping he's in the lineup round 1. Let's see what they're doing arms-wise, whether Vinny gets the nod or if he's got an import coming in. But if I was putting money on it, I'd have my money on Rocco. Yeah,
Singy takes Rocco over South Perth on the Wednesday game. Thursday, moving on, 7 o'clock again, 7 p.m. out at the ballpark. 7 innings at 7 p.m. Yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting, hey? It's going to fly a bit, I think.
It does, 7-inning games, I'm telling you, they sneak up on you.
But at least you're not going to be out there till midnight because it's going to be pretty cold.
Well, that's the thing, particularly for us North the River lads, who it's a bit of a drive at 11 p.m. if you're not getting out till then. And then, I guess it's the midweeks where you're worrying about work the next morning, but Fridays are all right.
So Thursday's game is going to be Swans versus Gozzies. Interesting one there. I mean, it's tough, but you could see it. You could see it almost going in the way of the Swans.
Yeah, I'll be on Swans here.
Yeah.
I would imagine their import's going to go, though. You want to get off on the right foot. JD actually messaged me after the last episode. He said, "You were pretty gentle when you said we didn't get off to a great start last year." So, I was quite gentle. They got off to an awful start. So I would imagine JD's trying to get a win out of the blocks. So I can see their import go, and I think they're going to go hard at game 1. Obviously, they'll have 2 games over the weekend, but you can't win game 2, or you can't start a streak if you don't win the first one. So, I'd probably lean towards Swans for that one. But again, interested to see what Gosnells have from an import perspective. We know Robbie's going to be in the lineup. Timmy Leach, a couple of these older boys. Hopefully they're going to be complemented by some strong imports. Would love to see a bit of a pitcher's duel straight away. So let's see. But Swans for me.
Yep. So now let's move on to the Friday night game. It is, of course, the Morley Eagles versus the Braves. It's a grand final rematch.
Yep.
It's pretty exciting. Obviously, we're all pumped for it. But Friday night, Swans. Morley Eagles versus Braves. Wow. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I like I've done it for 4 or 5 seasons now, that the marquee game, the Friday night game, is the grand final rematch, which is always cool. That's all well and good winning 4 months ago, but come Friday night. It's a new season, so that doesn't matter. You could probably guess
who you reckon you're going to go for.
Who I'd lean towards, but I know it's going to be a good game. It always is against Braves. We have good matchups. I know there's going to be good pitching from both sides. JK first game. Who knows? My boy JK might have some nerves. No, he won't. He'll be right. But it'd be cool to see them under a bit of new leadership as well. He's a pretty relaxed guy, so it'll be interesting to see if that translates into his coaching style or if he, kind of straps it on a bit more. But yeah, good. Yeah, we talk about big transfer as well. Jake Bowie over. It's going to be a tough lineup to pitch to. So again, you probably know who I'm going to go for or who I'm going to lean towards. But I know it'll be should be a good one.
There's so many interesting things around it, right? When you look at these teams that have these players, and we know we're one of them, and Braves are another one, right? So you have such a stacked lineup, you have a deep bullpen, you have all of these points, right? But now you also throw in the 7 innings thing, and obviously the fact there's 2 games, so it's not just one game, right? But you're going to start to see your managers starting to go, okay, hey, this is going to fit with this. How does that game plan play out? Of course, such and such didn't shove, whatever. Like, oh, here we go. Now it's going to be pretty interesting. So the 7 innings thing is quite a nice little wrinkle, as well as the points. It's like, oh, here we go. Like, if there was no points, you don't know who you're going to see. It could be a star-studded lineup as well. And so I think it's going to be pretty exciting to watch some of these
You're
big
right
clubs.
there. Like in previous years, it was kind of like from a Morley perspective, if you had a lead, hey, and if you've got Warwick Sawpole down in the bullpen, you'd be like, right, you close it out. Let's get game 1 wrapped away. But obviously, you mentioned the point system. I can, Kiers and Was thrown in the same game is going to bring its challenges. So whether that happens or not, it's definitely added a different challenge or a different variable that coaches will be having to think about. And it's interesting. There's a few new coaches around the league, so. Gala weekend, points, there's a lot of things to think about. And, they're probably just trying to think about, right, game 1, let's get this out of the way, but plenty of things to think about.
Yeah, and my understanding, don't quote me, I'm pretty sure that game will be streamed. So that's pretty exciting.
Watch this space.
So watch this.
Not to say
not
don't
this
get
space.
out of the ballpark. We'd love to see some faces in the stands at the ballpark. It always just
absolutely
makes for a bit more.
Yeah, it's going to be a great vibe out there. But I have heard a rumor that might be that Friday night game might be streamed. So check out BWA, check all of that out, find out for yourself. They'll probably announce something very shortly. But that's pretty cool.
Head out to the ballpark, watch the replay Saturday morning.
Yeah,
great point. Is it Christmas already? Jeez.
It is exciting though. Like there's something about when the season starts. I mean, I don't know. I love it.
I know. We wouldn't play if we weren't excited.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Oh, no, not the season. Yeah, we definitely probably wouldn't be doing a podcast about it if we weren't excited. So there you go. That's a good point. Let's move on to the Saturday and the Sunday, but obviously we'll start with Saturday.
Busy ballpark on Saturday.
A lot going on. It's baseball all day. So to kick it off, the 9:30 a.m. game, it's Vic Park versus UWA Magpies. What do you got there? Are we thinking Vic Park early on?
You don't know. It's an unknown. We spoke last episode. UWA's taken a bit of a hit with their cavalry, but got an import coach coming. Again, it's just the unknown. Vic Park, same thing. We know they've got a young core. Turns out that a few boys that I pumped up on the last episode aren't actually playing. So
So is Matt Martin done? I told you.
Can you call in? I don't know. Yeah. But if he is, then obviously there's innings that Vic Park will need to replace. I'm sure Drew's got some arms coming import wise. So unknown. But from what I do know about UWA looking a bit lean, I'll lean towards Vic Park for this one.
Yeah, but again, we haven't heard a lot coming out of UWA's camp, so
maybe they're keeping it all under wraps.
Yeah, or they just don't want to tell us, which is totally fair. Yeah, I know, totally got that. Let's go on.
I might have to get on Strava again to find out.
Yeah, get a Strava creep going.
Yeah.
Hashtag Strava creep. Hit us up in the comments. Korean Cats are playing the 12:30 time slot. They're going to play Rocco. Yeah, there you go. I mean, we all know Singy is absolutely in love with Rockingham, but it'll be interesting to see how they split the doubleheader early on. I mean, that's a part of this as well. Yes, it's 7 innings, but of course you've got a team like Rocco. I mean, is Rocco a team that can go 2 games over a weekend like that, even though they're a bit deeper than they were last year?
Yeah, well, if they've got their import arm here already, that would help because you got Vinny there. He might roll out.
Vinny might throw
all
14 innings.
All good. But Kareem just announced on Instagram one of their imports looks like a pretty athletic outfielder coming in for them, which is good. I'd imagine he's going to play centre field for them,
right.
Which is it's always good to. It's a bit of a pillar out there, right? So who knows? He might come out and 4 for 4 and bash the ball around. And again, a bit of unknown. Hard for me to go past the Rocco boys. I think this will be a good game, though. This will be a good game.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's move on from that. That's the 12:30 time slot. Now we're into the 3:30 time slot. It's Gozzies versus Wanneroo. Wanneroo's sort of first game of the weekend here from what I've seen.
Yeah.
So Wanneroo, I mean, we did hear that Courtney Jones is not going to be playing.
Yeah, can we delete that
after we just
episode?
Absolutely pumped his tyres full in the last episode, but that's cool. But hey, hopefully he comes back after hearing that. Maybe he's a mid-season entry.
Maybe he thinks, geez, I am a good player and I do need to be playing
this
year. Nah, it sounds like work's he's a very intelligent man, Courtney. Sounds like work is just kind of getting busy.
Yeah.
Life gets busy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So sometimes amateur baseball doesn't take priority. Don't tell my missus. But yeah, so Wanneroo, bit of feedback is that, some guys, Courtney Berkey, who I also gave a bit of a pump to, he's taken a year off, a little gap year from State League Baseball.
And, from there, Singy messaged me through the week and he's like, oh, man, half the people that are pumped up aren't playing. I was like, that's all right. Like, next time they'll go, oh, hey, Singy, here's the intel,
Maybe I should have just done no research like you anyway. So.
Wanneroo look cool. They got orange.
I think they're going to trend a bit younger, obviously, this year, but I think they've got some good depth there in their younger ranks. So I don't expect them to drop off a cliff or anything like that. And again, we talked about they've got a big lefty import. Again, see him getting the ball. Who knows? I like going after game one. Like, just, you've got 2 games on the weekend. Makes you a bit nervous if you don't win game one because you're like, oh, we could go 0-2 here. So if it was me, I'd be going after game one. And for that reason, looking at that import, D1 import, I'll lean with Wanneroo.
It's an interesting part too, right? So you've got all these clubs that might have new pieces, that have different pieces even, and it's early in the season still. You've still got to click, right? You can have all the practice games, you can have all the fun that you want, but you've still got to get the boys gelling, and we know that can take a few weeks.
Yep.
You could come out the gates hot. You just don't know. So it'll be interesting.
You're right. And again, change of leadership up at Wanneroo with Rob Sorensen in the hot seat. But I reckon that's going to be a strength of his, is bringing the boys together. He's a real people person, real relationships guy. So I can see them having a lot of fun up at Wanneroo this year.
All you tell me about this Rob Sorensen guy, sounds like I love him.
He's, a good,
he's exactly my type of guy.
He's a good man, good parents, good bloke.
All right, calm down.
Yeah.
Let's move on to, again, the 7 p.m. game. It is Morley versus Perth. I mean, from a Morley perspective, we've just come out of the gates. It's 2 red-hot teams to come up against round 1.
Yeah, and we've definitely been talking about it. Down at Morley we've got a tough weekend, but I tell you what, that's
what you want.
It's what you want. Perth throughout the season last year had our number. They won the regular season series against us. They knocked us off a couple of times, and we had them in the first weekend last year as well, and they took the chocolates home. So again, we've got to come ready. I think my understanding is they have their catching import back. He's one of the better hitters in the league, so big there. I think Benny Nesmith might be away. I see he's in America at the moment. Great opportunity playing against some
World Select team.
That's the one. That's the one. I knew you'd know.
Big locked in on that.
So they lose their starting shortstop if he's not back by then. But yeah, it should be. We had a really good head-to-head and matchups with them last year. Expect the same thing. They're going to be strong this year.
Do you reckon he's poised to have a big year? I mean, the kid's just come off the World Cup. He's going to World Select and then comes back to play State League for Perth. I mean, wowee.
Yeah, I think you're going to see him.
And of course, he was cracking into the Perth Heat roster last year.
He was, yeah. So I think without having intimate inside knowledge, I think you're going to see him get some more opportunities with the Perth Heat this year. But that'll start with coming and being a leader down at Perth. I could probably see him kind of up the top of that lineup this year. And yeah, he's a good little player. So watch out. But like I said in the last episode, he's got some mates there as well that had a really good year last year. So expecting the same from them. Expecting another tough season series against them. And we always have a bit of fun against Perth. Bit of old rivalry. So it's always fun.
Yeah, I bet. And I mean, look, I'm just looking at that. Saturday's low-key stacked. That's a pretty good day of baseball out at the ballpark.
Yeah.
So
hey, go
get down there. Yeah.
Get down there.
You're not going to be able to see Saturday. I promise you that. You'll only see it if you're at the ballpark. So go and check it out.
Get down there 9 a.m., leave at 9 p.m.
Why not? Spend the whole day. I mean, hey, it's not quite 40 degrees outside at the moment, so it's a beautiful time to be out there.
Time to be doing it.
Let's move over to Sunday now. It kicks off at 9:30. You've got South Perth versus Braves, which whoever put this together, guys, what are you doing? I mean, you're ripping the Band-Aid off round one.
JK must have a Sunday sesh to go to, I reckon, his house for the early Sunday fixture.
I was talking about Bowie going against his old club first game. Good point. But that's going to be one to watch as well. I think that's pretty exciting to see who gets the ball for the Braves and of course how South Perth have bounced back. So I think we're going to probably, if we're tipping here, we're probably going to go with Braves being the stronger outfit, of course. And they play Friday and then Sunday morning. I mean, that's pretty deluxe.
Yeah, that's it. Going to lean towards Braves as well. But it's interesting, like you say, who's going to get the ball. They've got Tucker down there. I actually don't know if he's back yet because he plays overseas, and there has been seasons past where he hasn't got back into Perth until round 3 or round 4. So not sure if he's in town yet, but they've got depth. MK will make the drive up from Bustleton.
MK Ultra, make it a
MK,
thing.
And he might go 7 and throw about 45 pitches. He's pretty good at that. So
no hit, shutout baseball. Yeah, fantastic.
Just crafty old. We
nice.
should get him on the podcast.
I would love to.
I would just love. He's got some good stories. Just the MK files, I reckon.
I'm growing a bit of a list of guys that I want to talk to on this podcast in my head, and at the top of them is MK and Mitchie Graham. So there you go. I'm putting it out there. I reckon there's some guys that you go, oh my God, this is sick. So
get them on the same one. There was a time past where we all worked in a clothing warehouse together. TK, MK, Mitchie G, myself, who was in there, Zach McMillan, Jason Ryan.
Oh my God! Okay, that sounds wild,
mate. It didn't feel like work. It was good fun.
All right, okay. Moving on. So we're gonna go Braves there over South Perth again. Pretty fun one to watch there. I think
could be a bit of spice there. Bowie versus the old mob. Who knows? Those South Perth boys might take a bit of extra
mate,
motivation out of it. Yeah. So, let's see.
That's exciting. And then, of course, at the 12:30 time slot, you've got UWA Magpies versus Perth. Again, the smart money says you're probably looking at Perth here, but, of course, the second game, it'll be interesting to see how they manage it. And, again, UWA feels to me like it's a bit of an unknown. We're not 100% confident on where they are or who they've got, but it's exciting in that way. So after round 1, we'll have a bit of a clearer picture.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, smart money probably suggests Perth for game 2 there on the Sunday morning at 12:30.
Yep.
Then we move on to the 3:30 p.m. time slot. Again, another good one to watch here. Swans and Korean Cats. I mean, if you're one of these mid-tier teams, and I'm not, I don't mean to say that disrespectfully at all, but like one of these teams that maybe didn't have the best year last year, a couple of these games can go either way and really set you up early in the competition.
That's right, and it's almost a bit like F1 in that sense. There's the the top teams, and there is the mid tier teams, and for I'm sure both Connor and JD will be talking about this game as like this is a game we want to win because these are the guys that we're battling for. For that 4th or 5th position, you got to beat the teams around you. It's really important. Knock off some of the top teams when you can, and take care of business with those below you. And then these ones right around you, these are the ones you really need to win. It's a long season time wise, but there's only 30 games. So if you can early wins, definitely take a bit of pressure off, and that late season run. So. Yeah, you win these games early, and you'd be pretty happy if either of these teams, if they can walk away with 2 wins on the weekend.
It's hard to tip a team here. I mean, again, we've been pretty high on Swans early on. It comes back to if they're gelling, if they've got all their pieces and whatever. Same with Korean though. Like that's a pretty good game to watch. It would be interesting to see what happens. Yeah,
I think so.
Pretty even baseball.
Yeah, I'd probably say arms wise, I lean towards Kareem. Bats-wise, maybe Swans. So, yeah, who knows? Jordan Power could get the ball, or Connor, or Import if they've got one coming in. So, I think Kareem should be they're pretty well placed before the heat season starts, and Jordan obviously goes with the heat. I think they've got some pretty good pitching depth, particularly get through 2 games on a weekend. So, I don't know, actually.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
this might be
a little sleeper.
This could be match of the Gala Round. So I'm going to go Kareem.
You're going to go Kareem?
I'm going to go Kareem.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, pump the cats up. There you go. And, of course, the last game of the weekend is Wanneroo Giants. It's going to be on Sunday night at 7 p.m. Wanneroo Giants versus Victoria Park, Belmont. Big Park, Wanneroo. I mean, again, Vic Park's another one of those teams that, I mean, for us, we don't know heaps about at the moment. And it's going to be great to unpack this next week on the podcast. But it's like, how does it all look at the moment? It's still a bit of a mystery. There's a couple of little mystery games, and you're like, ooh, I mean, Wanneroo, always strong, always Wanneroo, right? So you would expect, but again, what are you going to see from Vic Park? Not really sure.
Yeah, I think, like you mentioned, there's a couple of teams that are a bit unknown, and Vic Park probably sit in that category. Said it last episode. Them with good imports, like a couple seasons ago, like really strong imports, they're right there. And if Drew's done a good job of finding some strong imports again, I think these are these type of danger games. We would probably in the last couple of seasons we've dropped a couple of these type of games, these danger games. So if I was Wanneroo, I'd be making sure if they get game 1 win on the Saturday, that they don't just let up, because Drewy and his mob down there, they'll make you pay. So probably will lean to Wanneroo, but I wouldn't say they're short odds. So watch this one. Good way to finish the weekend, I think.
Absolutely. So there you go. I mean, it's going to be an exciting weekend. Of course, Gala Round, it is out at Empire Ballpark. Go and check it out. Make sure you're out there. It's literally... There's so many games on. Saturday, Sunday is going to be huge. Everyone's going to be getting around. It's going to be big carnival-type vibes, it feels like. So hopefully that's the case. Hopefully people are sticking around, having a few cold ones and watching some baseball. It's pretty exciting. We were sort of just thinking about it. Like, it's going to be interesting to see. I can't wait to come back next week and talk about, actually, this team looked hot. This guy's looking nasty. So that's pretty exciting moving forward. We're trying to do all we can with all of the information that we've got at the moment. So if you've got more intel, let us know at State League Show on Instagram. People have been saying, how do I find the show? But I mean, I guess if you're hearing this, you're watching this, you've probably found it. That's a shame. But of course, it is on at Blue Blast Podcast. It's on the feeds on Spotify. Of course, if you're listening on Spotify, we love that. Go and check us out on YouTube, at Blue Blast Podcast on YouTube. That's the YouTube channel. It's got obviously the Blue and Blast episodes with Husey, and of course the State League Show with Singy. We're trying to grow the YouTube. That's kind of big to us, to me. So that's how we can maybe grow this thing up and maybe one day make $1 off it. Who knows? That'll be cool. But either way, it's a bit of fun. It's not about making the money, but we'd appreciate you to go and hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and keep the interaction coming in, because we've had really cool, fun chats with people, whether it's on the Instagram, whether it's on Spotify in the comments, or of course in YouTube as well. So we appreciate that. And of course, if you've got some footage or something of walking singing off, we love love that. Let us know because, that's what we're here for. We're here
There's
to have
a few out
fun.
there.
Yeah.
There's a few out there.
I bet.
Yeah. You're right, though. I'm enjoying the engagement. Seeing some lads just a few years older than me, like in the comments on Instagram. And, big shout out to Eamon Lowry. He's talked about, we need to do a podcast. Somebody needs to do a State League podcast. So it's here, Eamon, and appreciate the banter in the comments.
There was a bit of banter, especially around the Wanneroo after the last episode of who's coming back. I mean, I can't repeat some of the names that were suggested, but go and check it out. You'll find them. Yeah, check it out on the Instagram. There's some pretty funny comments there. Of course, want to cheers to our sponsors. These guys, Hydration Station. I'll leave a little link in their thing. Look at that. That's nasty. That is nasty, eh? Mm-hmm. I think we get the State League, this little alternate State League. I don't know if it'll come up real good on the camera.
That's going to be terrible.
It is going to be terrible. All the lights in here and all of that. But the State League logo is pretty cool. It's not the actual show logo. I think that'd look nasty in a bit of a shirt or a hat. But at the moment, we've got a drink bottle. So we appreciate those guys, of course. Go and check them out. Hydration Station. And, of course, 1623 baseball. You're rocking the shirt.
Yep.
I'm jealous, but that's okay. Did you get that at a camp, under Sixers camp? You snuck in looking six?
Actually, I must confess, one of our imports a couple of years ago got it from a camp, and he left it in my bag one day after a game. I don't think he meant to. It fit really well, and I thought, that's mine now. Jeez.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I booked his flight out, so the least he could do is get me a 1623 shirt. But this shirt Hughesy did give it a pump up. I wore it in northern Italy last year, and I said to him, I bet this is the only 1623 shirt that's been to Cortina in northern Italy. And
I don't know. Hughesy a bit of a megastar. I don't know. Probably they'd be Luke Hughes, that kind of a. All right, enough of that. It's weird. It's weird.
People were asking me in the street. Yeah, are you Luke Hughes?
Oh, you must be. Nah. Just know him. Well, we appreciate you guys. Singy, thank you so much.
Yeah,
we appreciate you jumping on, and you've
let's
made
see
it.
If we go 0 for 20 on our picks over the Gala weekend, we'll see.
Well, yeah, that's wild. Hey, imagine. Wow. Well, that's the thing. It's a new season. We don't know, and we're happy to be wrong. I think that's the exciting part about baseball. You don't know what's going to happen. There's a couple of sleeper games in there. I think. It's a shame that they're not all streamed because I would go back and watch them all because, but hey, you got to be at the ballpark. So go and check it out. It's going to be at Empire Ballpark. Starts Wednesday. It goes all the way through till 7 p.m. on Sunday night. So there's plenty of baseball anytime you want. His name's Lil Singy. My name's Big Sexy. We appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks heaps. See you later.